Hey, it's Greg Burdine, pastor of Faith Baptist Church. Hope you're having a good day today. Wonderful week. Had a good day this past week on Sunday as people gathered together and just celebrated and enjoyed the presence of God. A lot of people going through some rough times, but it's good. It's good to be together and looking forward to next Sunday. But I've been doing some devotions from Hebrews chapter 8, and one area that I really didn't concentrate. You can't give it all. It's one. This is a big chapter, chapter 8. But one area that I really didn't deal with is the fact that we have a personal relationship with God. And I didn't talk about the definition of a covenant. I talked about a commitment. I talked about signing a contract, but a contract is different than a covenant. A contract is legally binding. You can have a contract with somebody that you don't even know who they are. In fact, most of the contracts we make are with companies. But when the Bible talks about a covenant, it's a relationship. In fact, that's what it says in verse 10. I referenced it yesterday. It's verse 10. I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. It's a relationship. When I marry people, it is a legally binding contract. It is. In fact, in order to separate that, you have to go through a lawsuit. And it used to be you had to bring charges if you were going to, you had to bring charges of why you wanted this contract dissolved because you promised till death do us part. So why are you stopping it? Has the person not fulfilled their part of the covenant or their part of the commitment, their part of the contract? But that's the difference between a covenant. A covenant is a relationship. And a lot of times we talk about a marriage as a marriage covenant. It's a relationship. It's personal. And that's what God says. God says, I want to be your God, and I want you to be my people. We're going to be one. We're going to be family. And there's security in that. There's identity in that. We belong to him. He belongs to us. We're not merely followers of a system. It's not, and I really don't like it when people call it Christianity or even Baptist or even church. It's a relationship. It's family. We're the people of God. And sometimes when life is rough and tumbling, you got to know who you belong to. I can remember before I left for college, me and my dad kind of had some disagreements, and I felt bad about it, and I wrote him a letter. And the letter that I wrote, and I left it, is I said, I'm not even worthy to be called a Burdine because, I screwed up and I do so many stupid things and blah, 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 blah. My dad wrote a nice letter back. Said, whatever you do, you're my son. You're a Burdine. And it was a relationship. And our identity is not defined by our performance, although I want my performance to reflect on God. It's not defined by culture. It's not defined by success. It's defined by the relationship that we have with God. And you can't change that. But the only thing you can ask is, am I living today as somebody that really belongs to God? And I go, no, I'm not. I do this, and I yell this way, and I react this way, and I'm not really. If somebody saw me, they would in that aspect of my life, that part of my life, they would say they're not even a Christian. So maybe you can adjust those and just say to God, God, I know I'm your child. I know how you want me to live, and I don't live that way, but I want to. Please change me. And that's what the beauty of Hebrews 8, he changes us from the inside. If our desire is to please God, pretty soon he will pull it together and we'll please him. So think about that. Lord, thank you that I'm yours, and help me to live in that identity that I belong to you. Look yourself in the mirror and say, you